Not many people can see the difference, and those who can don't always know why. There are 3 bags from the same brand, LOEWE, and they are all at vastly different price points. So not many people can see the fact that the design and the complexity to make the bags have a huge impact on the pricing. If you knew that, did you know why? First of all, we all know that LOEWE has an excellent craftsmanship standard. The leathers that they use are relatively untreated, and where a lot of super brands are opting for microfiber, for example, or cotton canvas linings, they usually stick to suede or leather. Now, this is not necessarily a direct reflection of quality. Depending on the price point, it might actually be desirable to have a microfiber or cotton lining because it is easier to clean and perhaps more suitable for some people's everyday use. So if you look inside this bucket bag, you can see there's a very simple slit pocket here, enough for a card, and because there is no lining, you can see the exposed stitching, but this really does mean that every flaw will stand out. You've also got that magnetic closure. The real star of the show actually is not the extra strap that it comes with, but it's the hardware. And it has this adjustable strap. Adjustable straps are not groundbreaking, but if you look at the level of detail that this one has, so you can see here that it has the LOEWE logo. You can actually snap it on and twist it, and then it locks. So that's a little bit of its design genius. So I think it's very competitive at this price point. A lot of super brands that have bags around the 1.5 to 2K mark do not have the level of materials that this does. I've not forgotten that super brands of course have an insane markup. Let's move on to a bag that LOEWE has priced around 2K. So this LOEWE bag here is priced at 2.1K. There's also an option that is visually very, very similar, but it has the same donut chain as this bag. It's priced at 2.3K. If you were to buy the donut chain alone, that's about £325. So another interesting example of how hardware adds value to a bag. LOEWE's leathers are really great, and you can see that because they use calf leather and it is not heavily treated, glossed or stamped, and that means it's close to natural as possible. This looks like it's adjustable, but it's not. One thing I do like about it is how deep that zip is. And if we flip it around, you can also see it's got a really beautiful base, although it doesn't have any legs. Not all bags need to have legs. People think the more hardware or the more detailing, the better, but a lot of the time it's how the bag is constructed, perhaps for practicality, perhaps for lightness, and also sometimes little details that you don't think about, as opposed to like more obvious things like feet, for example. It's lined with a suede, and you can see on the bottom that it has the logo on this really beautiful base. Edge paint is freaking flawless. So edge paint is like this. This is not bulky, this is super smooth. Now I'm gonna show you other edge paint that's good, but like different. This is like a good bag as well, especially for the pricing. It's all done by hand, so you're gonna have those imperfections, or I wouldn't even call them imperfections. It's like that human touch, if you will. But yeah, this edge paint, for example, on another brand, you can see it has its irregularities. Because leather has its bumps, it's also a natural material, and it's also done by hand. Smoother. You have a really beautiful embossed logo. It's really subtle. The zip is super smooth. You have your logo on the zip. It's formerly known as the Paseo bag. Comes with this leather strap as well, so you can wear it crossbody. As always, you have a really subtle detailing of the LOEWE logo here. This could serve as a pretty cute waist belt, you know. Now let's look at the one that costs about £1,000 more. This is really a star of the LOEWE bag collection. This is about 3.2K. It comes in a variety of colorways, and there is also a puffy style that is either shearling or smooth. The bag looks a lot bigger than it actually allows for things to be fitted in. Straight away, that's noticeable is they've offered the donut chain as the default strap. I love that the logo is so tiny because you can use this for your other bags and it's not going to stand out. You don't even notice that there's like a finishing because it's just so perfect. Even the little pleating on the edges. See, you have 3 here, it just blends in with the pillowy effect. Like you wouldn't even know that they were literal stitches. Got a double stitch to hold it together. You have this beautiful logo. It's a magnetic clasp on the inside. puffy and squishy. And if you take this on the tube, you can use it as a pillow. I'm joking, don't do that, your makeup will get on it. So you have a secret pocket here. In a lot of bags that you get these days, the lack of inside pockets and detailing like that is severely lacking. You also have this wider pocket here, and you have the beautiful LOEWE logo stamped. You are so pretty. It's fully leather and there's like really no skimping on that. Even if this is not your first choice, your first color, whatever, you actually like feel emotional towards it. You're really beautiful, you know.